So look, how do we shrink 7 steps to 3? Often in many processes that we deal with, we often have a deliberate long process of stuff to get things done. But have you ever thought that if I were to cut it down by half, I would probably achieve the same result? But what are the effort being done here? What do I have to do to make that happen? We often sometimes take up to 7 to 8 meetings to close a deal, and it just goes to say that how unclear the client would be, or how much work we haven't done enough to making sure they are well guided. So we work with consultants to understand every single process, making sure that we're doing right enough at every single stage. So by a third meeting, the client would really be sure what they're going to expect. They're going to know the price point, they're going to know the entire phases through the entire renovation, and they would also know what to expect from our services. Are we going to give them a weekly report and whatnot? So here's the thing, how do we do it? We devise it in a couple of few steps. So the first one would be the questionnaire. What is questionnaire? Now, before we actually engage on the project, client comes up and then say, hey, I have a house that I want to look into. Would you mind looking into it? So we go like, hey, first, would you mind filling up this discovery sheet? It's for us to understand more about you, to let us learn more about your lifestyle, what's your expansion plan in future. So it works the same for offices as well. So once they've filled this entire thing up, it narrows everything down. We wouldn't be talking about other unnecessary information that probably is not relevant for a proposal at all. And that we wouldn't be, shooting for stars and then blindly shooting for something that we're not even sure of, like whether what the client likes. So by third meeting, if we couldn't close a deal, then that's probably something might be going wrong, because you probably aren't doing enough in order to making sure the client is well guided, and you're probably not prepared. So next, the second item we're going to put in is mood decks. What are mood decks? So we printed like probably 200-300 cards of different styles, colors, mood, layout, and design. It could be minimalist, it could be contrast, it could be bohemian. So what does minimalist mean to you and me? It could mean something entirely different. So just to get rid of the ambiguity, we put photos up. So that's not gonna lie, because when the client sees something they like, they're just gonna pick it. So this is a very fun process that we carry out during our meetings, at least the first one. So here's a deck of cards. Would you mind sorting out what you like and what you don't like? And most importantly, what you kind of like and that's sitting on the fence. So what that does is, as they're doing it, there are a lot of fun conversations carried out, and they would also share with us why they like this and why they dislike that. And right on the spot, we would know that they probably don't like glass, they probably like wood more, and they like something along the line of brass, So that itself gets rid of a lot of unknown factors when we're gonna get on for our next step of proposal. Well, once that's done, we could pair that together with the discovery sheet, and together with that we will be able to come up with a much more direct and focused proposal for the next stage. Well, lastly, we also created this thing called design process guide. Well, how did it come about? Basically, I do notice that a lot of clients feel that unknown factor in renovation and design. It's very daunting. You don't know what to expect in the next stage, and people just feel like, okay, now that you've provided me a proposal, do I have to pay you? What's gonna happen next? How am I be sure that you are the right fit? So we've created this 10-page write-out, like a design process guide. It's quite a read, but it tables up exactly how you're gonna expect of every single stage up until the completion of it. It also tables out like the average costing for what you're gonna do for interior, exterior, and wet works construction. So that itself gives the client a baseline of what to expect before they even engage us in the first place. If that is something that you're happy with, this is how we run the projects, and we will be very happy to bring us on to the next stage.